Hello students, now we are going to discuss very interesting topic, that is chemistry in everyday life. It is very important chapter in class 12. Particularly from this chapter many questions are asking in CBSE examination, and also some twisted questions also asking in competitive examination like your JEE and NEET. So in this chapter mainly we will discuss three drugs and its types, food additives, and soaps and detergents. Already know chemistry has much more importance in the welfare of humanity. In the field of medical science, in the field of industry, in the field of agriculture, if you see in different branches, it has tremendous application. Without chemistry, life has no existence, we can say. So in this chapter mainly we will discuss what are the drugs and its classification, and different types of food additives and soap and detergent. Let us discuss first drugs. Drugs are low molecular mass substance. Mainly these are the organic substance which interact with the targets. Mainly it interacts with the targets means it may undergo interaction, it may undergo reaction with the targets in the body. Targets means mainly these are the biomolecules. Target molecules, these are the biomolecules such as your carbohydrate, proteins, lipids. That means a drug interact with these biomolecules. These are called targets. And the drugs, these mainly used to cure the diseases. It has also therapeutic effect. Therapeutic effect means mainly it cure the diseases. That is called therapeutic effect of drugs. How it cures the disease, what type of drugs cures what type of diseases, we'll discuss. Then before discussing the role of drugs, we have to know what is the enzymes. Enzyme mainly, these are the biocatalyst. These are called also biocatalyst in the different biochemical reactions. Then it is mainly it reacts with the substrate. It reacts with the substrate, undergo chemical reaction. Substrate means in the different biomolecule. So what are the role of drugs? Main role of drugs is to either increase or decrease the role of enzyme catalytic reaction. That means mainly the types of reaction, biochemical reaction takes place in your body due to the help of enzyme. Maybe digestion, maybe other type of biochemical reaction that takes place due to the enzymatic actions. So drugs mainly it has main role, either it increase or decrease the role of enzyme biocatalytic reactions. So its main role is inhibition of the enzyme, common role of the drugs. Inhibition of the enzyme, how it inhibits the role of enzyme, we will discuss. Mainly drugs acts as the enzyme inhibitor. First role of drug is as enzyme inhibitor. Enzyme inhibitor means it inhibits the catalytic activity of enzyme. And how it blocks, and that means stop the binding site of the enzyme. Enzyme has binding site, you see the diagram. This is your enzyme, and this is the active site. This is your active site. Through this active site, drug interact. Here drug is interacting. So mainly it blocks. When the drugs will occupy the active site of enzyme, then the substrate will not interact with the enzyme. So the interaction of enzyme substrate will be stopped, will be blocked. That is called inhibits of, that is enzyme inhibitor. This mainly it is called enzyme inhibitor. How the drug stop the interaction of enzyme with substrate. Then drug can inhibit attachment of substrate on active site in two ways. First one is as a competitive inhibition. Competitive inhibition means the original, the native active sites. This is the active site. The active site is blocked by the drug. Drug will block the active site of the enzyme. This is called competitive inhibitor. That means in place of substrate, the drug will occupy in the active site of the enzyme. That is called competitive inhibition. Another process is non-competitive inhibition. Here what happens? This is the active site. This is the active site. But what happens? Another in the particular enzyme, another active site will be developed. Another active site is developed in the enzyme. This active site, other than the main active site, the site developed other than active site is called allosteric site. This is called allosteric site. This allosteric site is the site produced other than the active sites where the drug occupies. So drug mainly either it is attached to the active site or at the allosteric site. So when it interact with the allosteric site, it is called non-competitive inhibition, or it is called non-competitive inhibitors. So these are the role of drug as enzyme. That means enzymatic roles. Already we have discussed that enzymatic inhibitors, how it inhibits the enzymes. Then second part is drugs receptors. Role as receptors. Receptor as drug targets. How? Now protein which are vital for communication system in the body is called receptor. What are the receptor? Mainly it is the protein which are vital for communication system in the body is called receptor. Mainly protein acts as also receptor, protein acts as also enzyme. About enzyme I will discuss. So what are the receptor as drug targets? Mainly we know message between two neurons or between the neurons and muscles generally communicated through the chemical messenger is called hormone. Through hormone the message is transferred between two neurons or between neurons and muscles. These are called chemical messenger. So these are the received at the binding site of the receptor proteins. Mainly these are received at the binding site of the receptor. To accommodate the messenger, shape of the receptor site changes. To accommodate the messenger, to accommodate the hormone, shape of the receptor site changes, which brings about the transfer of message into the cell. This is the very important thing. So chemical messenger gives message to cell without entering the cell. Without entering the cell, the hormone gives message to the cell without entering the cell. Then if you see what are the antagonistic drugs and agonistic drugs. Drugs that bind to the receptor site and inhibits its natural function are called antagonist. This is a very important point. That means drugs that bind the receptor site and inhibit its natural function are called antagonist. And these are useful when blocking of message is required. This is a very important thing. When the message required blocking, then we have to use antagonist drugs. That antagonist drugs bind to the receptor site and inhibit the natural function. This is called antagonist drugs. Then what is the agonist drugs? Agonist drugs means mimic natural messenger by switching the receptor by mimic actions, and these are useful when there is a lack of a natural chemical messenger. That means when the hormone is not so. Agonistic drugs mainly it is useful when the chemical messenger, that means hormone, is not secreted properly in the body. then these drugs use as agonist type. That means it is a mimic action. But antagonist, that is antagonist, means it just opposes. It binds, it blocks the message. It is mainly useful when blocking of message is required, and it binds the receptor site. This is the main difference between antagonist drugs and agonist drugs. Then what are the therapeutic action of different types of drugs? Let us discuss. Therapeutic action means how it is useful to cure the different types of diseases. Based on the use of the drugs for the particular disease, the drugs are classified into different types on the basis of therapeutic use. First one is antacid. Antacid is the drugs or chemicals which neutralizes the more acid secretion in the stomach. That means it control the acidity in the stomach. What are these antacids? Antacids mainly weak base. These are weak base which neutralize the excess acid. These are sodium bicarbonate, magnesium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide. We are using that antacid, Gelosil, Digene. These different types of antacid which control the acidity in the stomach. Then another type of medicine, these are antihistamines. Antihistamines, these are the substance which diminish the effect of histamine release. If body release the histamine, then it show the allergic effect. Allergic effect means it mainly shows some abnormal properties, swelling of skin, itching of eyes, sneezing. So many types of allergic effect will be observed. So when the body secretes histamine, then it shows allergic effect. But antihistamine, these drugs control the secretion of histamine in the body. What are these examples of antihistamine? Because you have to remember, question will be asked. The examples are brompheniramine. Brompheniramine, it is also called Dimetap, and terfenadine, it is also called Seldane. These are two types of important drugs as used as antihistamine. If you take this type of medicine, then allergic effect will be controlled. So that is brompheniramine and terfenadine. You have to remember the spelling. Spelling is very important. Brompheniramine and terfenadine. These are the two important antihistamine which control the allergy in the body. Then neurological active drugs, neurological effect. Drugs which have a neurological effect, that means it affect the message transfer. Mainly it affect the message transfer. What are these? First one is tranquilizer, one type of neurological drugs. Tranquilizer, which it is the mainly severe mental disease. Then treatment of stress, strain, mental problem can be controlled by tranquilizer. What are these tranquilizer? These are barbituric acids, Veronal, Amital, Nimbotal, Luminal, Seconal. You have to remember these are some different types of tranquilizer. That means it controls the severe mental diseases, stress. These are the Veronal, barbituric acid, Amital, Nimbotal, Luminal and Seconal. These are the very important tranquilizer. Then another type of drug is analgesic. Analgesic means which control the body pain. It control relief pain, control pain. Classification of analgesic. Analgesic is mainly used to relieve pain. What are the analgesic medicine? That one is non-narcotics analgesic. Non-narcotic analgesic means they are non-addictive drugs. It will not be addicted. these drugs, this type of drugs will not be addicted. It has no side effect. That means no addiction causes. Example, non-narcotic drugs is mainly medicines, aspirin, ibuprofen, naproxen, diclofenac, very important, diclofenac sodium used for painkiller injection, diclofenac sodium, naproxen, ibuprofen, aspirin. You have to remember these are some non-narcotics drugs or non-narcotic analgesics. Then next is narcotics drugs. Narcotics analgesic, these are called also narcotic drugs. What it mainly, main important thing, it has addiction effect. Addicted, the person will be addicted by these drugs. So drug has addiction property. That means if you take these drugs, it has side effect, then regularly you will use this one. Then what are the narcotics analgesic? How it controls the pain? These are the morphine, codeine, heroin. These are the different types of what? Narcotics analgesic. Heroin, codeine and morphine. It has side effect. If you take, it may cause addiction. Then antipyretics, it is very important medicine. Antipyretic controls body temperature. When we will have fever, then the fever can be reduced, fever can be controlled by using antipyretics. But analgesic only body pain, but antipyretics it decreases, reduces body temperature. What are these? Aspirin, paracetamol, Novalgine, Analgin, Phenacetin. These are very important types of drugs, antipyretics drugs. Again, I am repeating: aspirin, paracetamol, Novalgine, and Analgin, and Phenacetin. And what are the paracetamol? This is the structure of paracetamol. These are organic substance. It is paracetamol, but actual name is 4-acetamidophenol. This is also called 4-acetamidophenol. 4-aceta, you see the structure. 4, this is the phenol, this is your phenol. Then 4 position, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 position contain acetamide. It is called, we can say acetamide. This is called acetamido, 4th position. So 4-acetamidophenol, this is called paracetamol. And aspirin, this is also important types of drugs. Aspirin, it is also used as both antipyretic and analgesic. It also reduces body temperature, it also control the body pain, both aspirin. So aspirin mainly, it is, the chemical name is 2-acetoxybenzoic acid. 2-acetoxybenzoic acid. This is your benzoic acid, this is your benzoic acid. So 2 position, 1 and 2. 2 position contain acetoxy group. So 2-acetoxybenzoic acid. Next one is anti-fertility drugs. These drugs which used to prevent conception or fertilization. These are called anti-fertility drugs. What are these? Norethindrone, ethinyl estradiol, that is called Novestrol. Norethindrone, ethinyl estradiol, or that is called Novestrol. You can remember anyone. Norethindrone and Novestrol. These are very important drugs used as anti-fertility drugs. Then types of antimicrobial drugs. It control the growth of microorganism. Antimicrobial drugs. These are the drugs produces microorganism that kills or prevent the growth of microbes. It control or kills the growth of microbes. That's why it is called antimicrobial drugs. Bactericidal drugs and bacteriostatic drugs. Bactericidal, very important. Antimicrobial drugs, one is used as bactericidal. Bactericidal means it kills. It mainly kills the microbes. These are the penicillin, aminoglycosides, ofloxacin. These are the examples of mainly bactericidal drugs. But bacteriostatic Mainly it controls, it inhibits the growth, it controls the growth. Develop, it will be controlled, it will be stopped. This is called bacteriostatic. It will stop. But bactericidal means it will kill the all micro. It will be controlled means by killing. That is called bactericidal and bacteriostatic. Example, erythromycin, tetracycline, chloramphenicol. These are very important drugs. These are called bacteriostatic drugs and bactericidal drugs. Penicillin is a bactericidal drugs. So these are called antimicrobial drugs. Then what are the antimicrobial drugs? And it is also different types or different classification. That is, for first one is antibiotics. Mainly antibiotics. What are these? Antibiotics two types, that is your broad spectrum, another is narrow spectrum antibiotics. Antibiotics may be bacteriostatic, may be bactericidal, and antibiotics may be broad spectrum, may be narrow spectrum. Broad spectrum means it is used for both gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Both gram positive and gram negative bacteria can be controlled by broad spectrum antibiotics. But that means we can say multiple use, for multiple use. Ampicillin, amoxicillin, chloramphenicol, these are the important broad spectrum antibiotics used for multiple diseases, we can say, for both gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Then narrow spectrum antibiotic. Narrow spectrum antibiotic means used for single, that is for either gram positive or gram negative. Either gram positive or gram, that is your only penicillin is a narrow spectrum antibiotic. Okay, what are antiseptic? Antiseptic means it is same, it controls or kills the microorganism, either kills or controls. These are called antiseptic. Example, soframycin, Dettol. We know Dettol contain two chemicals, that is chlorogynyl and terpinol. You have to remember the composition of Dettol is chlorogynyl and terpinol. It is used as antiseptic which control and or the kills the growth of microorganism. And Savlon also, Savlon contains mainly ceramide and chlorhexidine gluconate and ceramide. These are two composition of Savlon, and Dettol composition is chlorogynyl and terpinol. These two used as for preparation of Dettol. Soframycin also one important of antiseptic. Then disinfectants. Disinfectant, it is also one type of microbial drugs. It control and kills the microorganism. But one important thing is disinfectant used for non-living tissue. Cannot be used in non-living tissue. But your antiseptic, it is used for living. It is mainly living. It is used for living organism, living cell, and disinfectant is used for non-living. Example, chlorine, bithionol, iodophone, potassium permanganate. These are so called disinfectant, and used in, it mainly controls the growth of microorganism, but used in non-living cells. Chlorine, bithionol, iodophone, sulfur dioxide, these are also used as disinfectants. So these are the different types of disease and different types of drugs used for different types of disease and their classification. So try to remember what are the drugs, what are the uses of drugs, and the different classification of drugs, how drugs used as receptor, how drugs used as enzyme catalyst. Practice it. If any question you have, you can send the question in the comment box. Okay, thank you all.